On this scorching hot day in Las Vegas, the hood of the Cybertruck is so hot you can't even touch it. But is it hot enough to fry an egg?
All right, I'm with you here today in 100-degree sunny Las Vegas, Nevada. And the boys wanted to know if it was hot enough to fry an egg on the stainless steel hood of the Cybertruck. So we're gonna give it a go. Got it leveled out, we're gonna see.
Cracking open the first egg.
Okay, the egg is down.
My first thought, this actually might work.
Okay, we're yolking a little bit. Our white is starting to turn white. That's usually a good sign. And while we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and add a second for effect here.
Second egg is down on the hood.
And I got 3 kids here, so we're gonna go ahead and make one for everybody. And if these do fry, they're gonna eat them. We're not gonna let them go to waste.
Believe it or not, if you listen carefully, you can actually hear the egg start to sizzle from the heat of the Cybertruck. At the beginning of this process, we got a level and made sure this hood was completely level. Through the course of the video, though, I have leaned on the hood a little bit and starting to tilt forward. So as you can see, our eggs are a little runny, and they're actually literally starting to roll or slide up the front of the truck, and they're going to end up on the pavement soon. So as you can see here, I'm adjusting the frunk back open a little bit. This does make our camera angle a little bit trickier to get the eggs, but it is necessary to keep our eggs from sliding off the top of the truck. So we actually started this process by spraying down a layer of non-stick PAM oil, which in the beginning worked really well, but as time went on, it's taken us so long to bring the temperature up where these eggs will cook that it actually started to burn off all the oil and actually started to stick really bad, and in some spots actually made a burn on the far left side of the truck, the left of the left egg. You can see I have a burn mark, and that burn mark would actually prove to be very difficult for me to get it off once we finish the video. Due to the burning and the sticking, we were forced to flip these eggs a little bit sooner than we would have liked, which kind of ended up turning these eggs into scrambled eggs. But what was happening was the hood did get hot enough to cook the whites of the egg, but it didn't quite generate enough heat to cook the yolks through. So as we flipped them, the yolk started to run a little bit. The eggs continued to stick more and more throughout the process as more of that oil continued to burn off. It's also worth it to note that for about an hour of the day, the south side, which is the left side of the hood in your picture, was in the shade, and that did turn out to matter, as the right side, the north side of the car, cooked the eggs much quicker than the south side.
All right, our eggs have been frying here now for about 8 minutes, so they're looking like they're well done. We're gonna dish them out and see how we did. Okay, egg number 1, egg number 2, and egg number 3. How is it?
Pretty good.
All right, egg number 2. See how it goes. How is it?
It's good.
Good egg. All right, egg number 3. How is it, Lex? How is it?
Very good, but like a lot of yolk.
All right, so discussion's in. Can you fry an egg on the hood of a Cybertruck? Well, it's looking like a yes. Remember, kids, safety first. Don't try this at home without a way to stop any kind of fire or flame. Be safe.
Now for the fun part, the cleanup. I did have quite a bit of baked on, burnt on egg. I did utilize the Mother's Speed Bug and Tar Remover Spray. I had endorsed this in a previous video about removing bugs from my car. Check that video out. After that, I moved on to just douse it with some PAM. I was just trying to moisten up the really dried, baked on egg that was still on there, which did work. It just made it incredibly oily, since that's what PAM is. And I did have to just get all that off after waiting a minute or two and letting that kind of soak up. That did help loosen up some of the burnt on, crispy egg, as you can kind of see there. So after the PAM, I went back to the Mother's Foaming Speed Spray, and I grabbed a kitchen sponge that had like a Brillo pad on one side of it. This works pretty good. In fact, this sponge with this foaming spray allowed me to get off 99% of the egg. However, I was scrubbing pretty hard. Once it was all done, I noticed that I did scratch the hood of my truck up pretty good. The same circular motions I was cleaning in turned out to be scratches. So make sure you catch my next video where I show you how I got most of those scratches off, what to do, what not to do, what worked, what didn't. To find out how I got all those burns and scratches off the car, check out this next video to see how we pulled that off.